Sources of law. If you will see, the major source of law is the state. So it is the state that provide all laws. But state use different raw materials to make law, or we can say that there are different sources from which laws are derived by state. Professor Holland gave such six major sources that are used for the formulation of law. The first one is the usages. The usages are the customs and traditions that are present in society. In primitive societies, mostly laws came from usages. Even the absolute rulers did not dare to violate those usages, and these usages got full state backing and became source of law for a long time. And currently as well, in different countries there are different usages which got the legal status since there's government backing for them. For example, the common law in United Kingdom is mostly consist of usages that are used, or from the customs and traditions that are present in society. So we can say that the usages is one of the major source of law. The next is the religion. Religion is also a very important source of law. In primitive societies, religion was the prime source of law, since that time the religious clerics had full control on worldly matters as well. So they were the major source of law, and they were the law giving agencies. So the religion was the major source of law. Currently as well, in most of the third world countries and especially in the Muslim countries, religion is an important source of law. For example, in Pakistan, no law shall be made which is repugnant to Islam. It means Islam is the major source of law in Pakistan. So in this way, there are other countries as well. For example, in Saudi Arabia, in Iran, the religion is a major source of law. And next is the commentaries of jurists. Different commentaries of jurists are also used as important source of law. Usually, the commentaries of jurists are source of law when they got state backing. Or when a judge decided on the basis of commentaries of jurists. Different commentaries of jurists are used as source of law. For example, the writings of Blackstone and Koch in Britain are used as important source of law. So commentaries of different jurists are also source of law. And the next is the adjudication. The decisions by the superior courts are used as source of law for the subordinate courts, as well as for upcoming decisions as well. So the adjudication is used as a reference for deciding matters after that. So the adjudication is also a source of law, and the equity is also a source of law. If on a matter the law clearly is not defined for that, in such a case sometimes judge use his own wisdom to decide on that matter, and that's called equity in judicial terminology, and that's also a source of law. So the adjudication and equity are laws made by judges. These are the laws made by judges. And legislation is also a very important source of law in most, and this is perhaps the most important source in most of the democratic societies nowadays. In all democratic societies, there are legislative chambers which make acts or legal acts. Their major purpose or their major function is also to make law. So this is another important source of law, the legislation made by various legislative chambers. So there are six major sources of law. The first one was the usages, and then religion, commentaries by jurists, adjudication, equity, and legislation. These are the important sources of law from which laws are made. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.